from Scoop Duck.
Tyler, third year at Oregon now. Wrapped up your first regular season, and now you're staring down the Fiesta Bowl. What would you tell yourself if you could talk to freshman Tyler looking back on things now?
This is what you work for. Looking back to freshman year, man, this is a long time coming of preparation, hard work, trials and tribulations. So, and it doesn't stop now. This doesn't mean anything. This is not the end goal. It's just part of our process. And I'm obviously blessed to be in this situation and in this team, but still got to earn it every single day.
Mark McClune, 3 TV, CBS 5 Arizona.
Hey, Tyler. Good to see you. Hey, spoke with Brock today, kind of walked down memory lane of your time in Arizona, competing against him, playing baseball against him, growing up in the same area. Just wondering, what the friendship's like, what the relationship is like, and what do you make of this just explosion of Arizona quarterbacks in the national scene, from Ryan Finley last night to you two guys playing against each other and you going head-to-head with Keaton last week?
Yeah, obviously Brock and I go way back to we've developed a long-coming friendship, from club baseball to high school football, and then with our quarterback coach and training back in Arizona. So him and I are great friends. We throw together often when we're back in the Valley. And yeah, obviously the explosion of Arizona quarterbacks is something that I've seen for a while, just because I've been working with a lot of these guys. And then the past 5 years, it's kind of been more of a recruiting hotspot, and it's great to see a lot of these Arizona quarterbacks become successful.
Travis Hines, Ames Tribune.
Tyler, to piggyback on that a little bit, we talked to Brock about the 63-60 game you guys played, I think, your junior year. And I was just curious what your recollections of that game were.
Oh yeah, I always that always is in the back of my mind. It was a fantastic game for sure. I think there was just a shootout, and I had a bunch of fun. I know he had a lot of fun playing the game. I think it came down to who had the ball last, and eventually went down to it. But Brock and I had a lot of those games in high school, a lot of great matchups. So I know we've been going head to head for a while. So it's obviously pretty sweet that we can do it in college.
Kevin Wade, 247 Sports.
What's it like to get to play in the Fiesta Bowl in Arizona? And I don't know if it's official yet, but they said they might allow families in. What's it like to get to play in front of your family?
It's amazing. I know there's just because this whole year in the Pac-12 we haven't had anybody to come, and so my family's been itching to come see me come out to a game, but I wouldn't let them because of protocol and things like that. So to finally get down to Arizona, where it's a close drive, and it mandates that they can come, that'd be amazing. So I know they're definitely excited, and definitely be very blessed to have them there to watch us all play.
Ryan Thorburn, Register Guard.
Tyler, I think you said the other night, Friday night, that you were kind of drained after going through this season. Is there kind of a light at the end of the tunnel now with this carrot of playing the Fiesta Bowl? I guess, what's it like being with your team over these next 2 weeks without going home first?
It's awesome. I'm not necessarily drained. It's just the daily ebbs and flows of the season, and it was more about the coronavirus and things like that. This is something I love to do, and that's just football and the process of it. But yeah, going into this Fiesta Bowl where we have something to work for, a lot of teams they're opting out, and I think that's just not the kind of team that we are, no matter the circumstance or who we're playing. We just love to play ball. We love to have the opportunity at another game. So Iowa State's a great matchup, and we're looking forward to the challenge.
Kate Rogerson, KZI.
Tyler, what has this year taught you when you look back at everything that's happened since March, whether it's life, football, family? What have you learned?
Mental fortitude, how to deal with adversity, just persevering through a lot of uncertain times, and really just how to grow on an individual basis. I've had to rely a lot on inner self-talk and in my relationship with my teammates, and that's really what it's about. If you rely on the opinions of outsiders, coaches, fans, things like that, they're always going to let you down. So I think just developing that inner self-confidence, and that's never going to be fleeted. I love doing this stuff. So anytime you can get out to practice, get to play a game, go through adversity, it's pretty fun. So because that means there's growth coming out of it. So it's been a great year.
Jordan Ham, Sports 360 AZ.
Hey, Tyler, good to see you. I wanted to go back prior to your senior year of high school, kind of navigating your recruitment. Brock was another guy who I feel like kind of both of you guys had to be pretty patient in your recruitments, but landed up in good situations. Just what lessons did you take navigating that, and what advice would you give to guys going through that now, like your brother Brady?
Yeah, you obviously want to go somewhere where they want you and that you feel that you can play early and then you feel welcome. There's a lot of flashy schools. There's a lot of schools that are going to try and promote things to you, but you really want to go somewhere where you feel like you have a great connection with the team and just the culture there. Coaches leave. A lot of adversity can happen, but if you know you want to come to the school and you know you want to win games, you need to go somewhere that you feel comfortable about it. And I think that's what it was for Oregon for me, and then obviously Brock and Iowa State. So I think just being patient and then knowing that God's timing is perfect, and I think that's been a testament to it of how patience and time will heal all your worries, and then it's obviously going to work out.
James Crapia, the Oregonian.
Tyler, bring me into a little bit of the off-season training you do with Coach Minucci, and I know you do it with Brock as well. So just what the relationship has been like even during this past summer when you got together with him then, and what the conversation has been like with you and Brock since that off-season training.
Yeah, it's been very productive. We worked a bunch in Arizona. I know we were out there running sprints in 100-degree plus heat together, throwing. It was just the two of us really. So we just talked about the ins and outs of being a starting quarterback, and because he obviously had a year under his belt, and I talked to him, and because we have a great relationship as far as honestly a lot of the quarterbacks in this league and around the country you can just talk with, because nobody knows unless you're behind the center and you know what's going on. So I think it was great to have some conversations about that, and obviously going into we would text each other from week to week after a game or something like that. So I think there's always a little constant communication, but we always keep our distance, knowing that we still have to prepare for our own games.
Mark McClune, 3TV, CBS 5, Arizona.
Hey, Tyler, can you take us back to that 8th grade baseball team that you played in the same team as Brock? If I'd have told the two of you then that you would be starting quarterbacks against each other in the Fiesta Bowl, you would have told me what?
Man, I mean, you're crazy. This is insane. We were hitting 4 or 5 in the sweet spot or something like that together. We were playing on for Clay Bellinger, Cody Bellinger's dad's team, in the Chandler Reds, and we were just. I mean, we had a lights out baseball team. So I know we always had the competitiveness within each other. So I think it's a dream come true. I think we both knew that football was something that we were going to end up playing. Always had a knack for it and wanted to work hard. So I think it's obviously a dream come true to be able to play in the Fiesta Bowl, a bowl where I grew up in, and then obviously you get to play against some people you know.
Jordan Ham, Sports 360 AZ.
Hey, Tyler, I know that you've gone head-to-head with Johnny Johnson at the high school level, but now being a teammate and seeing what he's been able to develop into, the past couple of years, just how have you seen him kind of take those next steps as a big-time Pac-12 receiver?
It's his work ethic and his mindset of how he approaches every single day. That man is always the first one here. From when I was a freshman and a redshirt freshman, he held me accountable. Him and I would be in there every morning stretching out, just talking through stuff. Now him as a veteran senior wide receiver leader, he's just taken that group to a whole new level. Just the way he approaches the game, he's always here. He's always flatlined. He never gets too high or too low, and he's always been a great leader and guy for all of us to look up to. So I think at first, coming out of Chandler, you had your doubts because we don't like those Chandler Wolves as much, but I think he's just really set himself apart about how you put in the work and you trust your teammates. It doesn't matter what position or where you come from. It's just about the hard work.
Jose Romero, Arizona Republic.
Hey, Tyler. Coach Cristobal was saying the other day about the recruiting in the state of Arizona and how he really wants to make it still a big part of the program and getting guys from the state. What do you think that says about just the quality of football played here in the state and your program's willingness to reach out to those players?
I just think that it recognizes the talent and capabilities of a lot of the players coming out of Arizona, and how it has turned into a hotbed. And I mean, there's a lot of people down there. There's a lot of great high schools and a lot of great players. So it's great to obviously see a program like Oregon, has such a traditional standard of excellence to go recruit down there And I think a lot of schools should be looking down there as well, just because I know a lot of opportunities left to be still on the table. So it's Coach Chris Ball is obviously he's the best in the nation at recruiting. So wherever he's going, I would assume other people would want to flock to it as well.
Kevin Wade, 247 Sports.
Yeah, just following up on that, they inked a few guys from Arizona last week on signing day. Do you have any personal relationships, whether it's with Ty, Brandon, or any of those guys?
I don't have any personal relationships. I have talked with them a few times. I didn't know them in high school as much just because they were younger, but I know that before when they started committed there, and I've thrown with Ty a few times that, I've just talked to them a little bit, but I haven't developed any long-term yet from high school, but I know they're great guys and they're going to be a great addition to our team.
James Capilla.
Just your initial thoughts on the Iowa State defense, and they've got several guys in the front who are obviously pretty high in tackles for loss, but also a different kind of scheme in a 3-3-5. Just your initial thoughts and watching film on Iowa State's defense.
Yeah, obviously that just the 3-3-5 stands out in their movement and the ability to play lots of different coverages on the back end. So we're just going to be ready for anything. Game planning at this point, we're just going to, like I said, just going to run our stuff and do the best that we can to against their certain looks and play our ball. So they're very physical. They fly around as far as their DBs, and then they got a big nose guard and great D lineman up front. So it's going to be a great challenge for us, and we're excited for it.
Kate.
Tyler, besides the Fiesta Bowl win, what are you asking Santa Claus for Christmas this year?
To go home and see my family. Obviously, to spend time with my family and to really to just enjoy time with them, because it's been a long time for sure, and a lot of time of solitude and reflection of myself. And I think it'd be great to spend time with them and spend time with the people you care about most.
That's all we have for you, Tyler. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys.